faces, showing you what life is like with a smile on his face. So come along, you really can't go wrong, 'cause Grace knows the place.
I know we've already got some folks, or still got some folks coming in, but I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm Ranger Gigi on behalf of the National Park Service and the United States Navy. Welcome to Pearl Harbor National Memorial. You are all currently gathered to visit the USS Arizona Memorial. This memorial stands over the sunken remains of battleship Arizona. The USS Arizona was one of 21 naval vessels that were sunk or severely damaged in the attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941. Of those 21 ships, 18 were actually raised, repaired, and returned to naval service. However, 3 were determined to be a total loss: the USS Utah, the USS Oklahoma, and the USS Arizona. The damage to the Arizona occurred after a 1,700-pound bomb dropped onto the deck of the ship. This bomb ignited fuel stores as well as ammunition aboard the vessel, and the resulting fire and explosion caused the loss of life of 1,177 sailors and Marines. To this day, it is the single greatest loss of life on board one United States Navy platform. In about 8 minutes after she was hit, the Arizona sunk and reached her final place at the bottom of the harbor. You all are going to that place. While at the memorial, we ask that you please treat the site with respect. The Arizona itself is the final resting place for over 900 of these sailors and Marines. You are not visiting a tourist attraction while there, but is what is essentially a cemetery. So please keep this in mind during your visit. You never know if there's someone here with you in your group that's there mourning the loss of a loved one. It happens more often than you would think, so please keep that in mind. The main things we ask of you all is really just for quiet voices and silent cell phones. So if you have a cell phone on you, please silence it at this time. Now in just a couple of minutes, you will board a Navy boat to take you to the memorial. These are active duty Navy sailors that run these boats, and anything they tell you to do is for your own safety, so please listen to them. Their main rules are very easy though. Just do not stand up while the boat is in motion. And when you arrive at the memorial, please do not stop on the dock or on the ramp on your way inside to wait for your party or to take any photos. Specifically on the way in, just because we need to keep everyone moving to get you all off the boat, and we have to reload that boat with the previous group of people. So on your way in, please hold those photos until you're completely inside. When you head out to your return boat 15 minutes later, you will be given the opportunity then to take your time going back down the ramp and take any photos and videos at that time. Now, I mentioned earlier that the Arizona sunk in about 8 minutes. Your journey from here to the memorial will also take approximately 8 minutes. In that time, I ask that you reflect on how quickly that goes by. How quickly in those 8 minutes, so many of those men reached their final resting place there at the bottom of the harbor. At this time, you may exit the doors to the left to board the Navy boat. Thank you.
stand up, walk around, or switch seats once the vote is in motion. Please remain seated. Follow.
You might be newly in the USA and in need of a guide, or just looking for a glimpse of life from a perspective on the outside. Well, never fear, 'cause Grace is here to take you on a ride. He's happy to meet you, he's always on your side. Grace is showing you what life is like with a smile on his face. So come along, you really can't go wrong, 'cause Grace knows the place.